Association, welcome to the Juan Tire Center State 4A Basketball Tournament. This semi-final game features the Juan Diego Catholic Soaring Eagle and the Orem Tigers. And now let's meet the starters. First of all, for the designated testing team, Juan Diego. Starting as a 6'2" senior, number 2, Matt Kitzman. A 6'2" junior, number 11, Ray T. Rollard. A 6'1" junior, number 12, Lawson Roy. A 6'6" senior, number 23, Jason Ricketts. And a 6'8" senior, number 30, Chinoso O'Hara. The head coach of Juan Diego is Drew Trost. The principal is Dr. Haley Colosimo. And now let's meet the starters for the designated home team, the Orem Tigers. Starting as a 6'2" junior, number 0, Puka Nakua. A 6'2" senior, number 2, Sean Anderson. A 6'3" senior, number 13, Ross Reed. A 6'4" junior, number 25, Ike Richards. And a 6'7" senior, number 32, Taylor Huttersmith. The head coach is Golden Holden Tigers. The principal is Mike Ryan. The officials for tonight's game, the referee is Bob Clark, and the umpires are Ryan Severson and Bill Cummings.
Well, getting ready for semifinal number 2 here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Great to be with everybody. I'm Ryan Pickens as we get ready to settle in for this one between Juan Diego, the Soaring Eagle, and the Orem Tigers. One of these teams will move on to get Salem Hills tomorrow afternoon with a 1:15 tip-off. We are just about set and ready to go here for tip. Orem will be in the all-white uniforms that say Orem across the chest, and Juan Diego in the blue tops and blue shorts. It will be Chinoso Opara ready to jump here for Juan Diego, and he will jump against Taylor Hawker-Smith, number 32, as we will be set and just about ready for tip here inside the UCCU Center. The next 32 minutes or so deciding who will play for the 4A state championship. Opara wins the tip. However, a loose ball picked up by Hawker-Smith, and Orem will have the first possession with Puka Nakua at the top. Here's Hawker-Smith, number 32, who will back it out for Orem. The Tigers went 19-5 this year and 11-1 in Region 10. Their only loss came to Salem Hills at home, with Salem Hills and Orem splitting their 2 regular seasons, each team winning on the road. On the drive, here's the kick outside as Sean Anderson now sends it back up to Nakua. It's Anderson in the corner. Here's Hawker-Smith kind of on the perimeter, puts it on the floor. Now he'll kick it back out to Nakua. And Orem doesn't seem very worried right now about using a ton of clock. Here's Anderson down the lane. Now he'll drive back out, and Orem will set it back up. 7:04 to go in the first quarter, still no score. The opening possession of the ball game. Anderson down the middle of the lane, steps through. Here's Hawker-Smith for 2. That one is off. Rebound's going to be tipped around and tried to be saved, I believe, by Ike Richards, but it will go out of bounds to Juan Diego. And everybody went down the floor except for point guard Matt Kitzman, and Kitzman's tried to point and get one of his teammates to come back. It'll be Kitzman running the point here for Juan Diego, as it's Kitzman, Jason Ricketts, Tinuruari, Lawson Rowe, and then Chinoso Opara. That one's knocked away. Here comes the Orem Tigers back the other way. Down the lane now, and they will set it up right here with the offense. There's the 2 goes short, saved, but right to the hands of Jason Ricketts, and here comes Juan Diego. Ricketts all the way, lays it up and in. There's going to be a whistle, and it's going to be an offensive foul, I believe, here called against Jason Ricketts. for the charge. And it will be, and that's going to go right there against Ricketts. That's his first, and I believe the first team foul as well. So 6:17 to go, the first team foul against Juan Diego. And we'll see, Juan Diego generally likes to play more of an up-tempo game, as Puka Nakua can't get that one to go. Opara able to pull the rebound, gets it out to Kitzman. Kitzman trying to go coast to coast. That shot is going to be blocked by Hawker-Smith. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay here, and right away Orem's going to make a substitution as Hawker-Smith will go to the bench. And we're looking at, trying to see here, the numbers hiding from me. I believe that's number 30, Shem Johnson, coming in for the first time tonight. No score, 5:53 here in the first quarter, just underway in the second semifinal. And that's the entry pass, trying to get it inside to Jason Ricketts in the post, but the pass goes out of bounds, and we'll have Orem basketball. Orem, their starting lineup was Ross Reeves, Puka Nakua, Ike Richards, Taylor Hawker-Smith, and then Sean Anderson for the Tigers. Inside, kicking it back out. Here's the three that goes short. That attempt by Johnson. Back the other way. Here comes Kitzman on the other end. He can't hit it. The ball will go up and over the top of the backboard, out of bounds, and the ball will go here back to the Orem Tigers. Juan Diego went 21-5 this year overall in their regular season. They went 12-0, however, in region play. A very successful year for Juan Diego, as Nakua has the basketball right here. Nakua goes to the basket, goes up, and there will be a foul. And this one, I believe, going to go against Chinoso Opara, and that will be his first. As Chinoso Opara, his first, second team foul. And they're going to give Puka Nakua a pair of free throws here. Nakua averages about 13 a ball game and gets the first to go. And the Orem Tigers are on the board. It's 1-0 Orem here with 5:13 to go in the first quarter. Nakua will get ready here for the second one. It's on its way, and it's good as well. So Nakua with 2 points, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Orem Tigers. Here's Kitzman in the front court. In the high post, it's Jason Ricketts looking to try to get it inside. Gets it into Opara. The bad entry pass. Opara couldn't handle it. Back the other way comes the Orem Tigers. In the front court, they kick it out to Anderson. And running things right now for Orem is Ross Reeves. And Reeves able to hit the three right there. And Orem's got a 5-0 run. We'll have a timeout on the floor. Orem 5, Juan Diego 0, the 2018 4A state semifinals here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
Today's game is being streamed live will be available for replay at live.ksl.com.
4 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. A good start for the Orem Tigers, leading this one by a score of 5-0, as Juan Diego will bring the basketball up with Matt Kitzman. Kitzman guarded very tightly by Anderson. Lawson Rowe gets it inside. Here is Jason Ricketts, who takes it strong to the basket for two. Ricketts averages about 13 a game for Juan Diego. Gets his first bucket of the ball game. 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. On the other side, that shot is off by Johnson. Once again, rebounded, and here comes Juan Diego. All the way, that one off the basket there. We're gonna have a foul, it looks like, coming here. And it's gonna go against Chinoso Opara, his second, and the third team foul. So Opara will have to go to the bench here in this situation. And we'll see here what move right now head coach Drew Trost makes here. I believe they brought in Kamari Kerr, number 33. Going to the basket here, Reeves kicks it out to Anderson. Johnson thought about it in the corner, drops it into the post. Now they'll send it out to Nakua. Good cut to the basket, and there's going to be blocked there. That was Kerr who tried to come up with the block. Instead, he's going to get the foul. That is the first on Kamari Bailey picking up the foul. And right there now, ready to go. Here is the second, is the one, and that one off there for Sean Anderson. So now coming in, we're going to have Ike Richards, it looks like, who will actually take a seat for the Orem Tigers. And the second free throw is down for Sean Anderson. 6-2 lead right now for Orem. They are the designated home team here, trying to get their third shot at Salem Hills this year. Kitzman comes back to get the basketball up at the top. In the middle, here's Ricketts, spins to his left, hook shot, off with the left hand, no. Nakua pulls the rebound, and now Orem looking to try to run. Nakua into the front court will now pull it out, and the Tigers will set up their offense. Ross Reeves, the leading scorer for Orem, has the basketball, number 13. Here's Johnson again in the corner for three, and he hits. Shem Johnson missed an earlier attempt from out there. This time hits it, and it's a 9-2 lead for the Orem Tigers. I don't think you could ask for a better start from your Tigers if you're head coach Golden Holt. Inside, there's Ricketts who will slam it home for two. 4 points for Ricketts. He's got all the Juan Diego points, and a 9-4 lead right now for the Orem Tigers. 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Cross-court pass. Here's Anderson left open for three. That one is gonna go off the side of the rim. Anderson tries to run it down. He will throw it from his knees over to Nakua. Nakua cuts to the basket. Left-hand layup, no. Partially blocked potentially. Back the other way. Here comes Juan Diego. In the front court, there's a three from Rowe who hits. First bucket for Lawson Rowe from the outside, cuts the lead down to two, and now Juan Diego goes into a 2-2-1 press. Cross-court pass, here's Nakua. In the middle, nice job by Orem is trying to split it, and Hawker Smith back in the ball game is going to end up with the travel, and that will send the basketball back to Juan Diego. Juan Diego won't necessarily go too deep in their bench. I saw the Soaring Eagle back in December when Juan Diego made a trip down to Spanish Fork to take on Maple Mountain. But I'm sure a lot has changed since that matchup in early December. Kitzman, number 2 at the basketball, up at the top, makes a pass. He thought he had somebody on the wing. Nobody was home, so it will be a turnover, and the ball will go back to the Orem Tigers. Not the easiest moment right there if you're Kitzman. Wide open underneath the basket is Ike Richards. He goes up strong, gets the two inside. Nice job there by the Tigers of keeping their court vision up, looking down the court to find somebody inside. Back inside, and then Tinarurari is going to end up with the travel. And the ball will go right here to the Orem Tigers here with 1:26 to go in the first half. Or here, I'm sorry, in the first quarter, I mean. It's 11-7 lead for Orem. A 2-3 zone being played right now by Juan Diego. Reeves off with the three, and back the other way. Here is Gabe Soto in the ball game. Baseline drive, they kick it to Lawson Rowe for three, who hits. Lawson Rowe, 2 for 2 from the outside. He's got 6, and it's an 11-10 lead right now for the Orem Tigers. Here's Nakua. He'll take a deep three here, NBA plus range. The long rebound goes out to Nakua. And now we're going to have a foul inside, and I think it's going to be an offensive foul against Ike Richards, who is trying to maybe battle for some position inside. The first against Richards, and the first team foul against Orem puts the game clock down to 44 seconds here in the first quarter. And a couple of substitutions being made. Golden Holt going deep into that bench, rotating players in pretty regularly, at least here in the early going. Gabe Soto gets it. Here's Jason Ricketts going to the basket, goes up strong. He'll be fouled on his way to the basket, and Jason Ricketts will go shoot a pair at the free throw line. And they're going to get number 20, Ethan Slade, on the foul. The first against Slade and the second team foul there against the Tigers. And Jason Ricketts goes to the line here to shoot a pair. Ricketts' first is good as it hits the back iron and goes down. Jason Ricketts with 5 points here for Juan Diego. And Lawson Rowe will go to the bench right now. Checking in is Turner Crooms, number 14, coming in here for Juan Diego. Second free throw is good for Ricketts. Gives Juan Diego their first lead of the ball game at 12-11. 27 seconds to play in the first quarter. We'll see what Orem decides to do if the Tigers may be content just to play for the final shot. A 1-2-2 zone being played right here, at least some kind of a matchup zone where it looks like a zone, but it's really kind of a man-to-man kind of defense here. 8 on the game clock here with Nakua. Nakua has 2 out on him. Pass goes in the corner. 2 seconds on the clock. Hawker-Smith has to put it up with the buzzer, can't get it to go, and that will end the first quarter. We've reached the end of one here from the UCCU Center in Orem, Utah. It's Juan Diego 12, Orem 11, and the second semifinal here of the day. Winner of the state championship game here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Well, start of the second quarter here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. A 12-11 lead right now for the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle over the Orem Tigers. Orem having the lead for a good portion of the first quarter, but Juan Diego went on a nice little run there to end the quarter, as it will be Matt Kitzman bringing up the basketball here for Juan Diego. Entry pass there into the high post. Stepping through and laying it in. For Tini Ruari there, gets it to go. And Juan Diego leads by 30, 14-11. In the corner right there, here's the drive by, I believe, Anderson. Drops it back, Hawker-Smith goes right at him, banks it off the glass for 2. Back to a 1-point game, 7:22 to go here in the first quarter. Kitzman pulls it out for Juan Diego, and he will set up the offense right here. Here's Kitzman on the drive, goes up, throws that one off the glass, can't get it to go. Nakua pulls the board, and back the other way comes Orem. Here's Hawker-Smith, kicks it back out to Anderson. Baseline drive underneath, inside Ike Richards. That one's going to be foul from behind. And I believe they're going to get Bailey on the foul, number 33. And that's going to be the second on Bailey if it is. And it won't be Bailey. It's going to be Turner Crooms who picked up the foul. And Ike Richards will go to the line right here for the Orem Tigers. The first one on its way is good. And kind of just a line drive shot for Richards. He's got 3. Leading scorer is Jason Ricketts, who just returned on the from the bench. He'll return to the ball game here in this 14-14 tie with 6:59 to play before halftime. Orem beat Juan Diego in their one matchup they've had this year back on November 22nd. That one rattles in and out. Tipped around though. It's Hawker Smith winning the rebound, but then getting in there was Bailey, I think, for the steal. Jason Ricketts will bring it up into the front court. Orem won that ball game 66-55 back on, I believe, the first day of the regular season. Here's Kitzman, number 2, with the crossover dribble. He takes the kind of the floater. Ricketts tried to put it back home, and it's put back in by Jason Ricketts. Sorry, it was Bailey who tried to dunk it home. Ricketts put it home, though, on the layup. Here's Nakua underneath. It's Richards wide open in the zone, lays it in for 2. And that's one thing, if they can find those holes in the zone, can Orem, they can get some pretty good looks inside, maybe break Juan Diego out of that zone. Back outside, Ricketts for 3 from the top of the key, and he hits. Ricketts with 11 points for Juan Diego. Juan Diego by 3, 19-16. 5:51 to go here in the second quarter. Here's Hawker Smith in the middle of that zone. Back here, Hawker Smith in the high post, steps through, takes it right to the basket, lays it up, couldn't get the roll, and pulling the rebound was Bailey. Here's Kitzman opposite floor, trying to go hard to the basket, goes up with the right hand, had it blocked, out of bounds, and it will stay here with the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle. 19-16, 5:31 to go here in the second quarter. Juan Diego looks like trying to sort out who's going to pass the ball in there as Kitzman gets it up top here to Bailey. Here's Ricketts now on the perimeter. Teddy Ruari there, tries to get it back to Ricketts, throws it away. Back the other way come the Orem Tigers. Losing it, however, on the way up was Reeves. They're going to say it goes off of the thigh of Reeves, out of bounds, and goes to Juan Diego. Orem definitely kind of felt there that the ball was knocked away, and it was knocked away, but I think the thing it came down to was who touched it last. Moving the basketball up at the top. Jason Ricketts coming back to get it. Here's Lawson Rowe backing off the bench. Kitzman has had a quiet first half, controls the basketball. Kitzman came in the leading scorer at 14 a game for Juan Diego. Doesn't have a point here in the first half. Ricketts tries to go up strong. Hawker Smith knocked it away. Ricketts gets it back. It's blocked by Hawker Smith, and he's going to pick up the foul there on the second attempt. And it's going to be, it'll be Hawker Smith with the foul, his first, and the 5th team foul right there. They're going to say the official made the motion of a block, so somehow it looks like Hawker Smith on the foul impeded the progress, and Bailey misses the free throw at the line. So Taylor Hawker Smith to the bench. Coming back in will be number 30, Shem Johnson, as the second one goes down for Bailey. 4-point lead for Juan Diego, 20-16, 4:35 to play here in the second quarter. Back up the top, Johnson inside. Richards tries to get it go, got partially blocked. Bailey coming the other way in transition, steps through. That one's loose on the ground, picked up, and Nakua is going to come away with it. Nakua the other way, had it poked away from behind, and they're going to say that Nakua traveled right there. So Nakua with the travel, and that will turn the ball over and give the basketball back here to Juan Diego with 4:15 to go here in the half. One of those calls that really probably could have gone either way. Lots of contact on the reach, but the travel was the one that I guess maybe appeared more evident. Here's Kitzman back up to the top. Lawson Rowe around the screen. Boy, he almost came up there off the pivot foot there on the jump, as it's going to be Taina Ruari taking it to the bucket for 2. He's got 4. And Juan Diego, I think, has their biggest lead of the night out to 6 here at 22-16. Here's right here Ethan Slade ready to go with the basketball. Here's Puka Nakua. Nakua goes right to the basket. Reverse layup, couldn't get the roll. Here's Kitzman up ahead for Juan Diego. Kitzman back out to the top. Jason Ricketts now with it. Hands the ball off here to Kitzman. Going around the screen. Back over to Ricketts. Kitzman puts it on the deck. Right past Slade to the basket. Kitzman gets it to go. They're going to count the bucket, it looks like. And the foul is going to go against Ross Reeves. His first, 4th team foul, and Kitzman's trying to say, hey, aren't we going to count the basket there? Drew Trost doing the exact same thing, saying, are we going to count the basket? But it doesn't look like they're going to count the basket right now. Now they will count the basket. So Matt Kitzman has his first bucket of the ball game, extends the lead out to 8 here in the second quarter. And Kitzman hits the free throw to complete the 3-point play. 9-point lead right now for Juan Diego. Orem really needs a run here in the next 3 minutes or something to kind of chip away at this one. Moving the basketball in the middle. Here's Nakua. Elbow jumpers long. Jason Ricketts fights for it, comes away with it. Had Bailey up ahead, and Ricketts overthrows Bailey, trying to get it down the floor. And that will be a turnover, and we'll send the basketball here back to the Orem Tigers. Bringing the basketball up here is Nakua. 2-3 zone being played right now a lot by Juan Diego. Here's Reeves, who pops back out. Juan Diego with that great length. Here's Ross Reeves. Free throw line jumper's good. Reeves has 5, came into the game averaging 17 a game, the leading scorer for the Orem Tigers. Those are the kind of jump shots Orem really needs to try to find offensively. Try to get Juan Diego out of the zone. That one knocked away by Reeves, but not by Reeves, by Ethan Slade. But that one goes there, off onto the onto the media table here, out of bounds, and the ball will stay here with Juan Diego. 2:06 to play before the half. 25-18 lead for Juan Diego. Winner gets Salem Hills tomorrow afternoon. A 1:15 tip for the state title. Ricketts trying to go to the basket. All over him was, I believe that was Ike Richards, who's going to pick up the foul. I have that for the second as Richards. And the 5th team foul, so Juan Diego will inbound from underneath the basket here with Kitzman. Kitzman will inbound all the way up to the top of the screen. Back up to Tiny Ruari there, number 11 with the basketball. He'll take the long 2 and hits. Tiny Ruari there gets it to go. He's got 6 points on the night for Juan Diego. Here's Nakua, number 0 at the basketball in the middle to Reeves again. Free throw jump shot. This one rattled in and out. Kitzman ahead of the pack, down court looking for Lawson Rowe in the corner. He can't get it to go. Tiny Ruari kicks it out to Ricketts. Ricketts spinning, now kicks it back out. Tiny Ruari can't get it to go. It's tipped around. There's going to be a foul, and this one's going to go against, I believe that's Jason Ricketts. And that, the second against Ricketts. Ricketts, who averages 13 a game, has 11 here in the first half. Believe he's the game's leading scorer all the way around on both teams. Ross Reeves has the basketball right now. Over to Anderson. They'll pull it out. Sorry, Ethan Slade, number 20, running the point right now. Here's Nakua with the jump shot. That one got knocked away. Kitzman coming across the half court, takes it to the basket, throws it up, can't get the bank shot to go. Rebound pulled around by Orem. Back the other way come the Tigers. Orem ready to go right here, and they'll pull it back out, and they will set it up here for Orem. Nakua sets it up, back over to Slade, number 20. 32 seconds here to play in the half. 27-18, Slade will now just hold the ball here. Juan Diego not playing close enough to try to force the 5-second call. 17 seconds on the clock. Slade really just holding it up at the Wolverine mascot here that sits on the center line here on the UCCU center. Here's Nakua, cross-court pass. The ball's going to be knocked away at the horn. Almost got it to go was Reeves, and that's how the first half went. We've hit the end of the first half. It's Juan Diego 27, Orem 18. One half in the books, another half to find out who's going to the 4A state championship game. You're watching high school basketball on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
results from the day's first semifinal. Salem Hills defeated Skyview 70-16. It will be Salem Hills against the winner of this game in the state championship game at 1:15 p.m. In today's girls semifinals, Salem Hills defeated Logan 60-40. And Hurricane defeated Lehigh 43-42. The girls' state championship game will be at 11 a.m. featuring Salem Hills and Hurricane tomorrow.
Well, the start of the third quarter here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. We get ready to go for 16 minutes to decide the second team that will take the floor tomorrow afternoon against the Salem Hills Skyhawks, as it's going to be Juan Diego right now having a 27-18 lead over the Orem Tigers. Halftime scores, Jason Ricketts with 11 to lead all scores, also leading for Juan Diego. The high scoring scores for Orem, a couple of them with 5, Ross Reeves and Ike Richards. Puka Nakua only 2 points in that first half. Ross Reeves averages about 17. He'll take the shot here and hits. So 17 average for Ross Reeves. He's got 7 on the night. And the Tigers score on their first possession. Kitzman comes back the other way. And then Kitzman has that one knocked out of bounds. And that will stay here with, that will head now to the Orem Tigers. Just underway here in the third quarter. 7:45, and the clock is frozen. Official will call a timeout as the clock starts. They get the clock started late right now. We'll see here how they're going to reset it here with 7:45. Right here, we'll see. They're going to move it to 7:40. They're going to keep letting it run. They're going to take it down to 7 minutes and 40 seconds right here. And now they'll get ready here. It's a dead ball, so Orem will have to inbound it, and they will to Puka Nakua. Nakua wearing number 0. Here's Anderson now with the basketball. Over to Hawker-Smith. Reeves off the screen for 3. That one is up. Rebound going to go inside to Ike Richards. Battling for it on the ground. Richards throws it away to Lawson Rowe. Back comes Juan Diego here into the front court. Comes Kitzman, who will settle it up here for the Soaring Eagle. Kitzman with the basketball. Drops it inside. Here's Ricketts backing him down. Right-handed hook shot good for Jason Ricketts. Ricketts with 13 points. And a 9-point lead right now here for the for the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle. Hawker-Smith with it in the high post. Ready to go back to the top. Going around the screen, drops the other side, and Sean Anderson, a cut to the basket. The throw goes up over his head and out of bounds, and so the ball will go back here to Juan Diego. They'll inbound it to Kitzman, who will set up the offense. Kitzman came in the leading scorer for Juan Diego at about 14 a ball game, and Kitzman with only 3 on the night. Tiny Ruari in the middle here. Here's Opara, who got in some foul trouble and didn't play much in that first half. Nakua the other way off the turnovers, kicks it outside. Sean Anderson for 3. That one can't go. And Tiny Ruari up there able to pull the rebound. Down court quickly. Here's Lawson Rowe. Juan Diego will reset the offense here. 6:05 to go in the third quarter. 29-20 lead in favor of Juan Diego. Opara with it in the high post, backing him down, spins to his left. Shot is blocked, and a nice job there by Hawker-Smith to grab the board. Back the other way, here's Nakua to set up the Orem offense. Over to Sean Anderson, number 2. Here is Nakua with the basketball, kicks it in the corner to Hawker-Smith. Cross-court pass, Anderson left wide open, tries to take it to the basket. Passed up the open look outside this time. Again, acts like he's going to shoot it, then drives to the basket. Anderson now will recollect it, and the Orem will reset the offense at the top. 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. And Ike Richards able to get the 2 to go there. A nice bucket by Richards. He's now got 7. The leading scorer, well, him and Ross Reeves both have 7 to lead the Orem Tigers. And we're going to have a foul inside. This one going against Hawker-Smith as him and Ricketts were battling for position. Second against Hawker-Smith. First team foul against Orem here in the second half. They inbound it up to Kitzman. There's going to be some contact on the pass, and they're going to say it goes out of bounds. And one official said just out of bounds. Another official now coming over, and I think there's going to be a foul here coming, but we'll see. And Nonetheless, they're going to leave the call the way it was. Lots of contact between Kitzman. It kind of went both ways. They both kind of went into each other. And right there, it's going to just be out of bounds off Kitzman, and the ball will go here to the Orem Tigers. Inside, Ike Richards trying to finish, and there'll be a foul inside against, I believe that's Opara. If that is going to be the third on Chinoso Opara. And it will be the third on Opara. The first team foul of the second half against Juan Diego, and shooting free throws here will be Ike Richards. Richards has 7 points, and this one on its way, and that one hit the back of the iron. So we'll do it all over again here for the second one. And Opara will have to go to the bench, and it will be Kamari Bailey off the bench here for Juan Diego. Free throw on its way is good for Ike Richards. Richards now has 8. And Shem Johnson will come back in off the bench here for the Orem Tigers. 29-23 lead here for Juan Diego. It's Jason Ricketts, gets it over to Kitzman. Bailey drops it to Ricketts, reverse layup, and the foul. Count the basket there for Jason Ricketts. Ricketts now with 15. The foul goes against Hawker Smith, his third. And the second team foul coming against Orem. Orem, the designated home team here this evening. And now Hawker Smith will go back to the bench. Jason Ricketts at the free throw line. And he gets the free throw to go. Ricketts with 16 to lead all scorers. And the lead out here to 9 for Juan Diego. I think that's their largest of the night. That one's knocked away by Ricketts or by Bailey, and then knocked out of bounds. So it will stay here with the Orem Tigers. Here's the inbound coming to Nakua. Nakua backs it out, looking to try to see if he can drop it in on the inside. Here's Reeves in the high post, turnaround jumpers, left short. Ricketts pulls the rebound, and now Kitzman ready to go. Kitzman brings the offense into the front court, and Jason Ricketts now trying to control it here for Juan Diego. Orem in the all white, Juan Diego in the all blue. Kitzman goes to the basket. Shot is blocked by Orem, and back come the Tigers with Ross Reeves. Reeves comes into the front court, sets it up. Here's Anderson. Johnson takes the three. Shem Johnson off with a good board inside by the Tigers, and they put it back. Ross Reeves inside gets the rebound. He's got 9 points and a big putback right there, but Orem really looking for some stops to try to see if the Tigers can get back in this one here a little bit. Kitzman in the corner. It's Lawson Rowe off with the three. Bailey tried to pull the board, but Sean Anderson beats him to the loose ball. Here's Nakua, number 0. Cross-court pass over to Anderson, almost over his head. Sean Anderson now down the key, spins to his right, tries to leave it for Richards, but there's going to be a foul before they could make the pass. It will be the second team foul, and it will go against Matt Kitzman. First personal against Kitzman, and the second team foul here against Juan Diego. Ethan Slade set to inbound it for the Orem Tigers. Slade looking around right now, looking for somebody. Throws it inside, it was stolen away. Tried to get it into too tight a window up against the 5-second call. Bailey's now double teamed, and there's gonna be a foul or a timeout call by Juan Diego. Juan Diego takes a timeout, 2:57 to go in the third quarter. Juan Diego 32, Orem 25. You're watching the high school state basketball tournament on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Well, Juan Diego basketball with 2:57 to go here in the third quarter. As right now, the Soaring Eagle have a 32-25 lead over the Orem Tigers. The winner of this one heads to tomorrow's state final to play the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Here's Jason Ricketts going to the basket, gets the roll. Ricketts really just putting Juan Diego on his back tonight. 18 points here of the 34 Juan Diego points belong to Ricketts. Nakua with the basketball. Middle drive, drops it inside. Nice job for Ike Richards, who puts it in for two. Richards now with 10. A good inside post move here. And right now, Orem doing enough to just stay with Juan Diego. The Tigers really haven't been able to get consistent stops and turn those stops into points. And we're going to have a foul here away from the ball, it looks like. And it's going to be an offensive foul, it looks like. We'll see who they're going to get, and they're going to get Matt Kitzman. Kitzman, it looks like they got him for a push, and that will be the third team foul, second against Kitzman. And the ball will go here to the Orem Tigers, and this is another one of those opportunities where they force a turnover, they get a stop. Now you really need to turn that into points on the other side if you are the Orem Tigers. Nakua with the basketball over to Sean Anderson. They get it inside. Richards is going to make the catch and lay it in for two. Nice job for Matt Richards Ike Richards, just gets the inside part of that zone defense and got underneath the basket for a layup. Cuts the lead down to 5. It's stolen away. Here goes Nakua to the basket. Lays it up and in for two. And Orem having some life here as we approach the end of the third quarter. Minute and a half to play. 3-point game, 34-31. The students now back into it for the Orem Tigers. Here's Kitzman with the basketball. Tani Ruari, number 11, controls it here. Here's Ricketts, puts it on the floor, spins, goes to the basket, lays it in for two. Ricketts with 20. Back to a 5-point lead here for the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle. That 2-3 zone, Orem, when they've tried to work the ball inside, have found a way to get good looks. That the length, though, of especially the bottom row of defenders with Ricketts and Bailey, that is forcing forcing Orem to pull it out. Here's Slade, takes it to the basket, leaves it off inside, and now they'll reset it back out to the top. Slade, I think, wanted to try to go up and take it for two, but I think there he's thought that Ike Richards might have a shot at the put-in for the layup. 14 seconds on the game clock here in the third quarter. Nakua with the basketball, gets it in the middle. Here's Reeves, free throw line jumper is long. Richards with the tip back, can't get it to go. And there's going to be a foul inside as Richards finally goes up and gets the foul. The foul is going to go against Tiny Ruari. Picks up the foul, his first. And Ike Richards a chance to go to the free throw line here. Richards with 12 points to lead the Tigers tonight. And Richards misses the first one long. 3.8 seconds on the clock. Juan Diego will have to hurry. Substitution at the table will wait as he's coming in, it looks like, for Richards to give Ike Richards a rest here. The free throw on its way is good. We'll get the substitution right now after Richards hits the free throw, and that's Taylor Hawkersmith coming back in. 36-32, 3.8 seconds to play, third quarter. Jason Ricketts will be the one to inbound it here. Kitzman, it will go into Bailey. Bailey's got to hurry. There's 2.5 seconds on the clock. He'll pull up from just south of half court and throw it up and miss, and the third quarter comes to an end. 36-32 Juan Diego at the end of 3. We head to the fourth and final quarter at the 2018 4A Boys State Basketball Semifinals on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
Returning to the Orem lineup, number 25, Richards. And number 30, Johnson.
Well, we start the fourth quarter here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Juan Diego clinging right now to a 36-32 lead as 8 minutes are on the clock, and the winner heads to the tomorrow's 1:15 state championship game. Here is Kitzman with the basketball, gets it over to Jason Ricketts. Winner gets Salem Hills. Kitzman comes back to get the basketball. Here's Ricketts inside, spins to his left, steps through, lays it in. (38-32) right now as Reeves has the basketball. Moving it around on the perimeter inside. Here's Reeves. He'll take the three. He gets fouled, almost got the bucket to go. And Reeves there will head to the free throw line. We'll see who they're going to get on the foul. They're going to get, as Tiny Ruariari is going to pick up the foul, his second, and the 5th team foul, as Reeves goes to the line to shoot 3. The first one on its way is good. Ross Reeves averages about 17 points a ball game, is at 10 points right now for the Orem Tigers. A little bit off his average right now as he tries to make it a one-possession game. He hits the second of 3. 11 points for Ross Reeves. And the third one here, that one rattled off the rim. Getting the rebound was Sean Anderson, but he steps on the inline, and that will send the ball back to Juan Diego with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And I think we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. 38-34, Juan Diego on top of Orem. After the timeout, it will be Juan Diego basketball underneath their own basket. Looking to try to get it in. They'll get it into Bailey, who will get it back into the backcourt here. As given a look of a press there was Orem. However, they quickly fell back into a normal defensive setting. Here's Ricketts inside the middle. That one knocked away by Ike Richards, but Richards gonna get whistled for the foul. Or no, sorry, it's going to be Puka Nakua picking up the foul. Nakua's first, and it's the third team foul against the Orem Tigers. Juan Diego gets it in on the inbound pass to Jason Ricketts. Ricketts cross court over to Bailey. Nakua playing very tight defense on Bailey. 6:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kitzman controlling the point right now for Juan Diego. Gets it over Lawson Rowe. Here's Bailey to the basket, can't get it to go. Rebounds tipped around and controlled here by Anderson, and here's Nakua. Orem has been content tonight to slow the pace down, try to find the right shot, especially in that 2-3 zone. Nakua can't hit the three. Rebound pulled down by Tiny Ruari, who goes the other way. Here's Kitzman to the basket, got a man in the air. There's going to be a foul against Nakua as Kitzman with the pump fake there got Nakua high and out of position defensively. Goes right up and gets the foul, and that's going to be the third. It looks like coming against Nakua. Matt Kitzman to the free throw line, and the first one's good. Hit the front of the rim, the back of the rim before going down. Kitzman with 4. Gabe Soto will come in, and Kamari Bailey will go to the bench. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 39-34 right now. Kitzman ready to go. Second free throw on its way. Nothing but net for the guard. Orem bringing the basketball up here right now. Looking to try to move the basketball up at the top. Here's Anderson over to Reeves. Nakua at the elbow takes the jumper. That one was left short. Its rebound is pulled down by Tini Ruari, coming back the other way. Here's Kitzman. Splits the defense, goes up. There's going to be a foul there before the shot. They'll take the ball out of bounds. We'll see who they're going to get on the foul. They're going to get number 20, Ethan Slade. Slade picks up the foul. That is going to be his second, and that is the fifth team foul against Orem, as Shem Johnson will come back in off the bench. And getting ready to inbound it will be Tini Ruari. Ricketts ready to go across over to Gabe Soto, number 3. Soto will pull it out, as really right now, you take a look with this Juan Diego offense with the lead right now with 5.5 minutes or so. Really forces Orem to play some pressure defense. Almost knocked it away there, but couldn't get the steal. A heads-up play there coming from Sean Anderson with the late trap. Here's Kitzman going to the basket. Reverse layup is good. Kitzman's got 7. 42-34 here in the fourth quarter. Reeves with it in the 2-3 zone. Here's Sean Anderson. Nakua on the elbow. Back out to Reeves. Nakua gets it in the elbow. Sends it other side. Shem Johnson inside to Richards. Richards goes up. Too strong. The tip-in is good for Ross Reeves. And then Orem wants to take some time to talk about it. 4:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Juan Diego 42, Orem 36. It's the 4A semifinals on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. .455 to go here in the fourth quarter from the UCC Youth Center on the campus of Utah Valley University. It's the second 4A semifinals. Salem Hills winning earlier in their matchup, as it was Salem Hills defeating the Skyview Bobcats behind 33 points from senior James Nelson. As Juan Diego inbounds, here's Jason Ricketts, tries to go behind the back, ball is loose and stolen away by Ike Richards. Here is Nakua attacking, sends it out to the other side, Reeves for three, but his foot, I think, was on the inline, and it was. A tough one there if you're Orem. Reeves missed the three anyway, so now you're back into playing your pressure defense. Trying to trap him in the backcourt right now. 4:37 to go, and there's going to be a kickball, and it will stay here with Juan Diego. This is where Orem going to their bench relatively often, keeping players out there, kind of doing more like you would see in kind of maybe a sport like hockey, where you see more frequent substitutions. Might pay off with as we get ready to go into the final few minutes of this one. Kitzman with the basketball right now, guarded tightly by Ethan Slade. In the middle, it's Ricketts, double team, kicks it in the corner to Rowe for three. That one is rattles in and out. Ball's tipped out of bounds, and it's gonna go there to Juan Diego, goes to Orem off of Juan Diego. And with 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter, it looks like Shem Johnson is gonna come in to replace Ethan Slade. 42-36, 4:15 to go, fourth quarter. Nakua with the basketball, number 0 right now, controls it here for the Orem Tigers. Cross-court pass, drops it inside. Back over to Nakua in the high post. Here's a shot by Johnson that was short. Saved, however, by Anderson, and Johnson gets his shot blocked again, out of bounds. It will stay here with the Orem Tigers with 3:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. Orem needs defensive stops, and they need good possessions. Reeves to the basket, throws up a shot. I think he thought he was going to be fouled. Nakua with the putback, can't get it to go. Jump ball, possession's going to stay here with Orem on the possession arrow. So Orem getting a little aggressive and staying in there and fighting here with 3:47 to go, has actually gotten a couple of extra possessions out of the extra aggression. Here's Richards off the inbound, right back to Nakua, who will pull it out and reset it. Drops it inside to Richards. Moving around the zone, here's Reeves, steps through, back out to Nakua. He'll take a three. Nakua can't hit it. Rebound pulled down by Tinurari, who goes up ahead to Rowe. And Rowe will pull up for three, and he hits it. Lawson Rowe took a high-risk, high-reward shot, and there he's able to hit it. And on the other end, he's going to get called for the defensive foul. It moves the Juan Diego lead here, however, out to 9 with 3:19 to play in the ballgame. The foul there against Rowe, I have that for his first. Here's Sean Anderson, tries to drop it inside to Richards. That ball is going to be stolen away, and a foul in the backcourt going to be called, I believe, on Sean Anderson. And that will be on Sean Anderson, his first, 6th team foul. And now Shem Johnson to the bench, and Ethan Slade will come back in. 9-point lead for Juan Diego. The Soaring Eagle trying to get ready to meet the Skyhawks, and we're going to have an offensive foul going to be called on Kitzman. 3rd foul on Matt Kitzman, as I think he just tried to create some extra separation there, coming down the court, trying to get the inbound, and you can't really physically create separation by pushing off or anything similar, and there he must have done something similar to that. Tigers really need a bucket here on this possession. Anderson kicks it out to Shem Johnson. Here's 3 for Ross Reeves is off. Ricketts pulls the rebound. Orem trying to fight in there to try to pull the rebound away. I think Ricketts was looking for a reach in. Nonetheless, here is Kitzman into the front court. Kitzman going to the basket. He's going to be fouled on his way, and he'll shoot a pair. Either way, he would have been shooting free throws. So that's the 7th team foul against Orem. And Ike Richards picks up the foul, his third. And going to the free throw line will be Matt Kitzman. Kitzman averages 14 a game, has had a kind of a slow night at 7 points so far. And after the free throw here, make it 8. However, 4 of those 8 points have came tonight from the free throw line. Sean Anderson will go to the bench, and Taft Mitchell pops in the ball game here for the Orem Tigers. Second free throw on its way is good for Kitzman. Kitzman with 9, and the lead now back to 9 for Juan Diego at 47-36. And that one's going to go up, and it'll be fouled. So, sorry, that's actually going to be an 11-point lead here for Juan Diego. Jason Ricketts picks up the foul, his third personal, 8th team foul, and now it'll be Puka Nakua going to the free throw line. Nakua with 4 points, came in averaging about 13. And Nakua hits the first. These opportunities for Orem are big to come to the free throw line here for the final 2:40 because of the fact that you have a chance to score with no time coming off that clock. The second for Nakua on its way is good. Nakua with 6 points. Shem Anderson back in. Going to the bench will be Taft Mitchell. Juan Diego looking to get the inbound in. They're going to have to hurry. They'll get it into Kitzman. The ball's knocked away, but they're going to get a foul there on Ethan Slade, and that will put Juan Diego on the other side here at the free throw line. Third foul against Slade, and the 8th team foul. So 1-1 coming at the other side, and I believe that is going to be Kitzman heading back to the free throw line for Juan Diego. Tomorrow we get started at 11 here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com with the 4A Girls State Final between Salem Hills and Hurricane. That one's at 11. 1:15, it will be Salem Hills against the winner of this one, and Kitzman hits the first free throw. And right now it kind of looks like we may have the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle and the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Second free throw on its way is long. Rebound tipped out to Kitzman. Juan Diego will be able to reset. Orem playing very aggressive defense, knocked it away, but there'll be a reach-in foul coming here against Ross Reeves. That's the 9th team foul, the second on Reeves. And now that's going to send Gabe Soto to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. 48-38 in favor of Juan Diego. Make it 49-38 after Soto hits the first free throw. Soto ready to go here for the second one. On its way is good as well for Soto. Soto with 2 points of the night, both coming from the free throw line. As Reeves picks up the basketball, waits until the very last minute. In the corner, Shem Johnson for 3. That one was short. Rebound pulled down by Ricketts. Lots of reaching in the backcourt. And we'll have another foul, and that, I believe, is going to be team foul number 10. Double bonus time. And Nakua picks up his third personal right there. And Jason Ricketts, who's had a good night for Juan Diego, goes to the line. 22 points on the night for Jason Ricketts. And he misses the first free throw, hits front rim. Sean Anderson back in for Orem. Going to the bench will be Shem Johnson. Ricketts will get his second one, just bricked the first one, hitting the very front part of the rim. And the second one on its way is good. 23 points for Ricketts on the evening. Here's a deep three from Ross Reeves. That one is off. Nakua pulls the rebound, goes straight up, can't get the second one to go. Rebound is pulled by the Tigers, though. They'll move it back out. Nakua in the corner, cross-court pass, looking for 3 is Reeves. That one is short. Rebound tipped around. Nakua gets it for the third time. Goes up with the left hand off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound goes out. Kitzman tries to save it right as he goes into the scorer's table, and the ball will stay here with Orem after a long sequence right here, as a very long, nice sequence right there. Nice job by Orem finding ways right there to get extra possessions, but not able to find a way to get any points, and that's kind of been the night for the Tigers. Some of their shots just haven't gone down at times, and they've hit different parts of the rim as we clean up. It looks like try to clean up some sweaters, maybe some water that might have spilled onto the floor here. Make sure the court stays dry here. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and Nakua has the basketball for Orem. Sean Anderson takes the three. This one is off. Rebound pulled down by Kitzman. Lots of reaching in there, and Kitzman will be fouled, and we're heading back to the other way for free throws here with 1:54. Fourth foul on Ike Richards, who has 13 points tonight for the Orem Tigers. Him and Ross Reeves each with 13. And that's going to send Kitzman back to the free throw line. Kitzman has made plenty of trips tonight to the free throw line, and his first one here is good. Kitzman has 11. Right here, as a 52-38 lead will turn into a 53-38 lead after Kitzman gets to 12 after the free throw. 1:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Nakua steps back for three. Had some contact, misses the three, and there's going to be a foul inside as Orem trying to do anything right now they can just to reach and get the ball to kind of force the jump. And a technical foul is going to be called here, I think, on Sean Anderson right here for some conversation. Right here, we're trying to see, I think they're trying to sort out who the technical foul is going to be on. It's going to be Puka Nakua, actually. He's going to pick up the technical. The fourth personal against Nakua, and Jason Ricketts will go to the free throw line here, and Ricketts will go ahead and shoot a pair of free throws, and the first one for Ricketts misses off the back rim. Juan Diego will get the possession here after the free throw here from Ricketts, and the second one rattles off the rim as well. So now I believe you're going to get Kitzman, who's going to shoot the free throws right here, and they're going to tell him Orem was trying to go back here to get to the free throw. What I'm trying to think is I'm not sure in which order they were shooting them, whether that was the technical free throw. Kitzman goes to the free throw line, makes the first, and now he'll shoot the other one. We saw this similar situation in the Salem Hills semifinal as Kitzman makes both of them. He's now at his average of about 14. Second time we've had a technical foul called here on the night. Timeout, Juan Diego. They'll take a timeout. 1:45 to go in the fourth quarter. This one, the Soaring Eagle looks like they're close to advancing. 55-38 lead here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. One minute and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter at the UCCU Center in Orem, and Juan Diego with a 55-38 lead. It will be Soaring Eagle basketball after the technical. Gabe Soto with it, as once again he'll play kind of a keep away kind of situation here, and inside to Ricketts, who tries to finish it off and can't. We'll have a jump ball possession arrow to Juan Diego, and now a couple of bodies hit the floor. Neither player there willing to let go of the body, or let go of the ball, I mean, as it was Taylor Hockersmith who came away with the ball. Nonetheless, possession arrow in this case favoring Juan Diego. So it's Soaring Eagle basketball with 1:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Soto underneath the basket, set, ready to inbound. Will inbound it into Kitzman. Back over to Kitzman, who's quickly double teamed on a reach-in foul going against Ross Reeves. I believe that's the third on Reeves. And that's, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. That's his fourth on Reeves. So Kitzman will go back to the free throw line, who really, of his 14 points tonight, 10 of the 13 have come at the free throw line. Kitzman able there to make the first free throw. And the second one is going to rattle off the rim, go out of bounds, and we're going to, I think, have a lane violation here. They're going to call a lane violation, it looks like, against Orem, and they're going to put Kitzman back at the free throw line. You have to make sure you don't enter the lane too early, or you don't have your foot there on the inside of the key. And there it looked like one of those things happened, and so Kitzman will get a second one, and this one is going to rattle down there for Kitzman. Minute 17 to go, fourth quarter, 57-38 in favor of Juan Diego. Here's Reeves, steps through, lost it on the way up, and he'll be fouled. And I believe Tini Ruaruri is going to pick up the foul there. And wholesale changes here coming for the Orem Tigers. Except for the shooter, Ross Reeves, who, as coming in, it will be Cade Thaxton, number 3. Number 22, Taft Mitchell. Number 33, Colin Hegstead. And there's one other one I'm trying to see right now. There's one at the table that will check in. Number 21, it looks like, Jake Pedersen. And the first free throw is good for Ross Reeves. And Kamari Bailey will come in for Jason Ricketts. Ricketts had a great ball game, 23 points for Juan Diego, and that will get the Soaring Eagle tomorrow to the state championship game. Right here, as the extra free throw goes for Ross Reeves, who's now got 15. And now Reeves will come off the floor here, and checking in will be number 5, Paul Evans, who will come in for the final 1 minute and 10 seconds of this one. Ready to inbound, Kitzman with the basketball. Ready to go down the middle of the court here. Tinurari there with the basketball, as Kitzman now has it, number 2. Juan Diego looks like they're just going to kind of play keep away here and run the clock. And they will get ready for Salem Hills tomorrow. That will be a very good matchup tomorrow afternoon at 1:15. Tinurari, here is Bailey, who can't get it to go. Rebound is pulled down, and back the other way come the Orem Tigers. 33 seconds to go. The shot goes off, and Bailey pulls the rebound, and Kitzman will control it here, and it looks like they're going to just dribble this one out, and Juan Diego looks like they're going to head here to the state championship game. 16 seconds on the clock, and Kitzman just going to dribble this one out. So we will have our state championship game matchup set tomorrow, coming up here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. At 11, it will be Salem Hills against Hurricane in the 4A Girls State Final. And at 1:15, Salem Hills against Juan Diego. This one has gone final. Juan Diego 57, Orem 40. We will see you tomorrow for more high school hoops here on KSL.com, Deseret and DeseretNews.com. Have a great night, everyone.